In this video, I will show you how you can automatically send the appointment reminders from Google Forms to your patient before the one day of the appointment. Something like this: dear patient, your appointment with Mr. Roy is scheduled for 10th May, that is tomorrow. It is just a friendly reminder for your appointment. Please arrive 30 minutes prior to the appointment. And to automate this process, I'll have to build an integration in Google Forms and Gmail, and I am going to do that with the Pabbly Connect. It is an integration and automation software, and I am an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so here you can see I am already logged in. You can also create your free account in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test this automation. Now once you will reach to the dashboard, simply click on this blue button that is create workflow and provide any random name to your workflow to your automation. Okay, so I am providing the name as Send Appointment Reminders from Google Forms. Now simply click on create, and then you will notice 2 boxes in front of you. So these are actually trigger and action. So here trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Try to understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application. So this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. Well, according to our use case, whenever any new appointment is received via Google Forms application, then automatically send the reminders via Gmail application, or you can say on Gmail application. Alright, so I have selected both the applications. Now I am going to connect these 2 applications with the Pabbly Connect one by one. Before that, firstly, you will have to select a trigger event, that is new response received. So you can also read the instructions that this will trigger when the form is submitted and response is added as a new row in sheet. Alright, so I have selected the trigger event. Now here you can see after selecting the trigger event, we have received a webhook URL. So basically with the help of this webhook URL, we are going to build a connection in Google Forms and Pabbly Connect. Alright, so let me show you. This is the form I have created, and in order to build the connection, I am going to use this spreadsheet which is actually associated with our Google Forms. Alright, so this is the spreadsheet, and the name of the spreadsheet is clinic appointment. Alright, so let me increase the zoom percentage so that you can see the data very clearly. I hope it is visible to you. Alright, so here I am going to click on this extension, then click on add-ons, then click on add-ons, and here you will have to search for the Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on. Alright, so this is the add-on which you will have to install in your account. Well, I have already installed this add-on, so I don't need to install it, but make sure if you are building this connection for the first time, you will always have to install this add-on. Now once you will install this add-on, click on extension, then click on Pabbly Connect webhooks. Basically you will find that add-on here, okay, and then click on initial setup, and here exactly we are going to paste the same webhook URL which we have received via Pabbly Connect. Alright, so I have already copied that webhook URL, and now I am going to paste the same webhook URL here exactly. But before that, I should make a dummy submission in this form so that I can easily send that particular data to Pabbly Connect. Alright, so this is the form, and I am going to preview this form, and then I am going to make a dummy appointment using some dummy details of the user. Alright, so I have provided the details. The name of the person is demo user, the email address is demo@pabblytudes.com. Here we have the phone number, date and appointment, and here you can notice that the date is of 1st of May 2023 and it is of the 10:30 in the morning, and here I have also mentioned the medical problem. Now I am going to submit this form, and the data will be first collected inside our spreadsheet. Alright, so the data is here. Now I am going to click on extension once again, click on Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on, then click on initial setup, and then we will be pasting the webhook URL once again, and this is how we are going to send this data to Pabbly Connect. Now it is asking for the trigger column. Okay, so firstly you will have to read the instructions. The trigger column will be your final data column, on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. Okay, so basically it is asking to provide a column on the filling of which the data should get sent to Pabbly Connect? Well, in our case, whenever I'm going to add the details, the data will be filled up to F column. So that is why here I will specify F as the trigger column. Now I'm going to click on the send test button, and you will see that the test data has sent successfully, and here are the details, the same details which we have received via our Google form submission. Now I'm going to click on submit, and you will see that the setup has been configured successfully. Click on this cross button and come back to Pabbly Connect, and you will notice that the form submission data will be received as a response inside our dashboard. Alright, so let me show you the details one by one. So here we have the same column, that is F. Okay, here we have the timestamp, here we have the spreadsheet name, that is clinic appointments, and let me show you other details also. So here we have the phone number, the name, the medical problem, the email address, and finally the date and time of the appointment. Alright, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between our Google Forms and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Now if I want that this data should be received via Pabbly Connect every time someone is booking a new appointment here, for that I'll have to do one more very important settings. Okay, so click on this extension once again, and here you will have to enable this send on event option. I repeat, you will have to enable this send on event option. So what does that mean? Whenever some new data will arrive here, it will automatically get sent to Pabbly Connect. Alright, so the first step of our automation is absolutely done. Now I want that whenever the date of the appointment is arrived, before the one day of the appointment, an automated appointment reminder should get sent to the patient automatically. For that, I'll have to click on this plus icon once again, because here I'm going to subtract one day from this particular date. Okay, and I can easily do that with the help of date and time formatter feature, which is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect, via which you can perform various kind of operations within your date. Alright, so here you can see add subtract timing. Currently I am going with this particular action event. Now simply click on connect, and you will see it will be connected immediately. Now it is asking for the date, the expression. Alright, so here I am going to provide the same date, basically the date which we have received via Pabbly Connect. I'm sorry for that, basically we have received this particular date via our Google form submission. But here let me tell you a very important thing. It is asking me to provide the date into this particular format, and here you can clearly see that the format of the date is actually separated with the help of hyphen, but the date which we have received is actually separated with the help of this slash. Okay, so how I am going to provide the date into the same format which this date and time formatter feature is actually asking? Well, we can easily do that within our Google Sheets only. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to directly change the date and time format of this specific date within Google Sheets only, and I can easily do that with this format feature. Alright, so you'll have to click on this number, and here you will find an option of custom date and time, and here I can customize this date as per my format or as per any format. Alright, so firstly I'm going to erase all this data, and then I'm going to specify the date in which particular format, basically in this format, that is YYYYMMDD and then HHMMSS. Alright, so come back to your spreadsheet, and here you will have to specify the same. Simply click on this arrow, and here I will select this year, and this year should also included, it should be actually into the 4-digit, not into the 2-digit. And then after that I will press this slash, and again I will click on this arrow, and here I will specify the month, and again this month should be leading with 0. Basically it should be in 2-digit, that is 0 and 8. Alright, so I have provided the month as well, so it should be YYYYMM, and then further it should be leading with DD. Alright, and again it should be in 2 digits. Alright, and after that I am going to provide the HHMMSS. Before that you'll have to add one more space, and then again click on this arrow, and here I will specify R. Again it should be leading with 0. Again press a colon, and here again again I will click on this arrow, and then I am going to add minutes, and the minutes should also be leading with 0. Again add one more column, and lastly I am going to add the seconds, and seconds should also leading with the 0. Alright, so I think I have provided the perfect date format. Click on apply and you will see your date and time format will be changed. Now I will have to capture this updated data inside the Pabbly Connect dashboard. So how I can do that? Well, it is very simple. You just need to click on this recapture webhook response button once again, come back to your spreadsheet, or click on extension, click on Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on, click on initial setup, and then you will have to send this data once again. Basically click on the send test button and the same data will get sent to Pabbly Connect's dashboard once again. Click on submit. Now I will come back to Pabbly Connect and you will notice that the Pabbly Connect will instantly capture that new date format. Alright, now I'm going to send this particular date here exactly. Okay, so if I will click on this particular field, you will notice that the recent data is actually not visible. Well, in order to get this recent data, either I'll have to refresh this automation, or I can also show you an interesting trick. You can simply click on this connect button and this is how your data will be refreshed. Basically your automation will be refreshed. Now I'm going to provide this particular date, and the interesting thing is I don't need to manually copy this date and paste it here. I'm going to map it, and mapping is very simple. Simply click on this particular field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. Alright, so this is the date which I have mapped here successfully. Now it is asking for the expression, basically what operation you would like to perform with this particular date. So I want to send the appointment reminder before the 1 day of this particular date, so that is why I'm going to subtract to 1 day from this particular date. Okay, so that is why I will be adding something like -1, give a space and write day. Okay, so this is how you can provide any kind of instructions here in this particular format. Now it is asking for the to format and the from format. Okay, so I have the date in which particular format, basically YYYYMMDD, then HHMMSS. Okay, so I will be selecting the same format. And where is that format? Alright, here you can see YYYYMMDD and then HHMMSS. Alright, so I have provided the from format. Now it is asking for the to format. So again I am going to fetch this date into the simpler format, that is again the YYMMDD HHSS. Alright, I'm sorry for that. It should be YYYYMMDD HHMMSS. Okay, so where exactly this format is? Alright, so here you can see we have the same format. I have provided all the data. Now I'm going to click on the save and send test request button, and you will notice that the date you will receive is actually the date of 1 day before. Alright, so this is how you can perform the operations within your date. Now I want that my automation should wait until this particular date, and after that only the appointment reminder should get sent. So how I am going to delay this automation until this specific date? Well, you just need to click on this plus icon and again search for the amazing feature of Pabbly Connect, that is delay. Yes, with the help of delay you can delay your automations, you can delay your workflows until a specific date. Okay, so here we have two choices. Either you can use this delay for, or you can go with this delay until. Okay, so this time in this particular case I want to delay my automation until a specific date, so that is why I have selected the same. Now it is asking for the delay date. Okay, so again we have just captured this particular date and I'm going to map this date. So simply click on this particular field and you will find the same date, basically the date of 1 day prior. Okay, so I have mapped this date successfully. Now you must be thinking that what is this mapping which I am repeating again and again. So whatever the details I have mapped here, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. And just in case if I will provide the data, any data manually, this data will remain same. So that is why I am specifically mapping this data. Now moving further, I will be clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will see that my workflow will be delayed until this specific date. So once my automation is delayed until this specific date, after that, what should be the next step? So basically it should send the appointment reminder, and here I would like to send the appointment reminders via Gmail, basically on the email address of the person. So that is why I have already selected this Gmail application, and in the action event, since I want to send an email, so that is why I will go with this specific action event. Simply click on connect, then click on add a new connection, click on connect with Gmail, and then you will have to provide the access of your Gmail account. Well, I have already provided this connection, so I will go with the existing connection only, and you can also go with the existing connection, but make sure in the first time you will always have to provide the new connection. You'll always have to go with the new connections only. And here you can see my Gmail application is also connected with the Pabbly Connect. Now it is asking for the recipient email address. Well, remember we have already received the recipient email address from my Google Forms responses. So I am going to open this particular response and let me search for the email address with the help of @. Alright, so this is the email address which I have mapped here. Moving further, it is asking for the CC and BCC. Well, I am going to leave these two particular fields blank, asking for the sender name. So how about I write something like ABC Clinic. Alright, now it is asking for the email subject line. So I will write something like, this is just a friendly reminder of your appointment. Alright, so I'm going to provide this particular subject line. Moving further, it is asking for the email content type. Well, I will go with the plain email only, and lastly it is asking for the email content, basically what email you would like to send to your patient. Alright, so I have already prepared a nice email into this notepad. So how about I directly copy this email and paste it here, and firstly I am going to correct the formatting of this particular email, and I want that the name of the patient should appear here automatically. So again I am going to map the name of the person, which was something like demo user. Alright, so I have mapped the name, and what will be the email? Dear demo user, your appointment with Mr. Roy is scheduled for, and here I will add the date of appointment. So again I am going to map this date, and how mapping can be performed? You just need to click on this particular field and you will find the above data here in the drop down, and here we have the date. Let me check for that date. Alright, so this is the date which again I have mapped successfully. It is just a friendly reminder for your appointment. Please arrive 30 minutes prior to the appointment. Thanks, ABC Clinic. Alright, so the formatting is also done. Now I am going to click on this button save and send test request in front of you, and you will notice that an email will be arrived automatically. But before that, let me first delete this existing email so that I can show you everything from the scratch. Alright, so this is the dashboard. Clicking on this button save and send test request and wait for the response. Alright, fingers crossed. And here you can see the response is received. Basically it is a positive response which is clearly saying that the email has been sent. Let me go back to my Gmail account and refresh it. Alright, so here you can see the email is already arrived, and if I will open this email in front of you, you will notice that this is the same subject line, and here we also have the same sender name, that is ABC Clinic, and here we have the same content. Basically, dear demo user, your appointment with Mr. Roy is scheduled for this particular date and time. It is just a friendly reminder for your appointment. Please arrive 30 minutes prior to the appointment. Thanks, ABC Clinic. Okay, so this is how now onwards, every time someone is going to book an appointment via this particular form, he or she will automatically receive an appointment reminder before the one day of the appointment automatically. You do not have to do anything manually. Simply set this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that, you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. Again, you do not have to do anything manually. And just in case, if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach this link into my description box. You just need to click on this link, sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this particular automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.